First Alert Weather with meteorologist Noel Navarro.
Welcome back. Noel, it is a warm one out there.
Sizzling there, Ben. I would call it sizzling because it's still summer and it's in for a stretch. You take a look at the next 5 days in upper Michigan. We're going to keep an eye on this warmth, but also we're going to first alert you to that patchy fog. It's been that way for Monday morning, and we're going to look at it again for tomorrow morning. And then the chances for thunderstorms picking up as we get this summer sizzle with the heat and the humidity building up midweek in upper Michigan. Friday would be the outlier. That'd be the cooler day of the week, but we're in for mostly warm days as summer ends and fall begins in upper Michigan onto Noggin County. A look at the river, the bridge just over the river on M64, and this is where we got our high so far of 88. Now it's at 87 over in Ontonagon with that southerly wind bringing in the warmth. Thankfully, we're holding under high pressure. That is holding steady, because if we were going to lower pressure, we'd be looking at the chances for thunderstorms at this time. Well, it's all sunshine and warmth for today. Here's your almanac data out of National Weather Service Marquette. So our sunset, you could bask in it until it sets at 8:01 p.m. Eastern Time. The National Weather Service Forecast Office got a high of 81, 14 above the average. Again, 88 was the highest report so far in Ontonagon for Monday. Shorelines tonight, we're going to look at scattered clouds. So there's going to be some breaks out there. You could probably catch the aurora again. You got to watch out for the patches of dense fog. Lows from the mid-50s to mid-60s for the interior. Lows in the 50s to the lower 60s with those scattered clouds and patches of dense fog, especially through the morning. So I want to show you the future visibility, our forecast map here, where visibility could be cut below a quarter of a mile, and the model showing it mainly along the Lake Michigan shoreline, Escanaba to Rapid River, and even towards Sault Ste. Marie. So we're going to watch out for areas along the central and eastern counties before that fog is expected to dissipate by the noon hour for tomorrow. Now here are your high temperatures. There's going to be mostly sunny skies, but you got to keep an eye out on those pop-ups of thunderstorms in the western UP. Highs from the 70s to mid-80s. And then for the interior, it's not just 80s we're looking at. We're looking at the possibility of lower 90s for the west and central UP. Eastern counties is where it'll generally be cooler, whether you're near shore or along the interior. It's going to be around the 70s for some area around the east. But we're in for this warm stretch, but it's also going to reel in this system from the northern plains as rain and thunderstorm chances increase towards Wednesday. Even tomorrow, there's a chance for it. Look at that. We just dodged some thunderstorms along the western ends of upper Michigan. Hopefully that holds as we take you to Tuesday afternoon and early evening. That's when we're going to watch out for a few pop-ups of thunderstorms along the west, but then it starts to pick up when that system comes in overnight and into Wednesday. Keying off first, and then it starts to scatter once we get into Wednesday afternoon. We'll keep an eye on the possibilities along especially the Wisconsin border and south central upper Michigan, and expecting thunderstorms to start tapering as we get to Thursday morning in the UP. We'll keep an eye on strong thunderstorm chances. A few downpours cannot be ruled out into Wednesday. It's going to be a humid one and warm, with dew points getting to the 60s and even lower 70s in upper Michigan. And then there's the outlier on Friday. It's cooler, but then another wave of rain and thunderstorms coming forward towards the weekend. It looks to carry on to the first day of fall next Monday, Ben.
All right. Thank you, Noel. And when news is happening in upper Michigan,